you guys.
She has a different voice and a different understanding. Hello, I'm Audree Grubesic with Offsite Dirt, and I'm here with Josh.
Great to see you again, Audrey.
With T&M Construction, right, Josh?
Correct.
And Josh, what does your company do?
So we specialize in the set and stitch and the transportation logistics of offsite construction. So
And that is a huge piece, right?
Absolutely.
Why is that such a big, important piece in modular construction?
because if everybody thinks of, hey, I'm going to go and design my product, get it into a factory, it goes out the factory doors. Now what?
Exactly.
Right.
They keep forgetting there's another component that goes along with it, right?
Exactly.
We have to get those boxes from the factory
Exactly.
into and off to the location. So that's huge because a lot of companies, there's different pieces of the puzzle, but you guys actually are taking the whole end part of it and coordinating it and bringing it to the site, right?
Absolutely. So it comes down to, it's basically a Lego kit, but it's much more complicated than a Lego kit. And if you decide, hey, what are we going to do next when that box is out the factory door, it is far too late to be thinking about that. We
Right.
need to be thought about at the very beginning of the project, because each project is different and each project has different challenges. So to maximize size and design of these boxes up front can happen, but if you're waiting to do that when it's already built, it's not going to happen.
Agreed, and I think that's a big point, and that's what we always talk about on Offsite Dirt, and the people that we interview and talk with is it's always about your pre-construction team.
Absolutely.
It's about bringing together all your partners and really having the plan, and then also the biggest piece of this puzzle is who's manufacturing your product. Who's building the boxes, right? And having that conversation with the factory and then also working with Josh and his team is a big asset, because now not only do we have the communication with the factory, now we have the end result, being able to ship the boxes, get it to the site, and obviously stitching them together. That's another component, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about your scope of work when you're doing set and stitch.
So when we're doing set and stitch, we arrive on site and we take the modular box from the trailer and assemble it on site. So we have to size crane, we have to know where that's coming from, we need to know where these boxes are going or where they're coming from to hit our efficiencies. Just because I can set 10 to 15 boxes a day, if we don't have the trucking logistics and the flow right, we're not, and that's costing the developer and the end user more money.
Absolutely. So we have our plan, we talk to the factory, the boxes are being constructed, they're being finished, then we have our coordination of how many boxes are coming on which day. So if we're doing, let's just say we're doing a 100 box set, one apartment building, let's just say that apartment building has, I don't know, 10 units in it, something like that.
Yep.
As the factory is coordinating with you, you actually make sure you have all the logistics. So you're talking with your trucking companies, you're getting all those things coordinated, and then as they're assembling on site, what happens with those boxes? Do they go in different areas? Like, let's just say the trucking company's all booked, the crane is already assembled and ready to go, they know the size of the boxes, they know the weight. As those boxes are coming to the site, what happens?
So as they're coming to the site, on a project that large, I would want to have a laydown yard either on the site or close to, because otherwise I won't be able to ship 12 boxes a day out of that factory. That means I need 12 trucks. But if I can stage it in a way that I can continuously pull from the laydown yard, I can hit my 10 to 12 boxes a day. And that's really critical, because if I'm getting 10 instead of 5, my time on site and my cost is half of what if I was going to get on with 5. So it's extremely critical that we get that whole process down, and why we've developed a system to do this, to really maximize our value to the end user or developer.
Right, and the biggest thing in that too is the crane time, right? The crane is a
Absolutely.
very expensive part of this method, right?
It's one of the most expensive parts of this entire deal. So sizing the correct crane and limiting its time on site is the key to set and stitch.
I love it.